Hi, I'd like to thank you for your coming. My name is Nabeel Sulaiman. I'm from Kuwait. I'd like to welcome you for your coming here. I'd like to share my research with you. I'm going to talk about my research experience today. My research is about exploring Kuwaiti student teacher beliefs toward using logo and mathematics education in Kuwait. The study was conducted last year during fall semester in College of Basic Education in Kuwait. Aim of my study was to build a more complete theory in Kuwaiti mathematics, student-teacher beliefs toward mathematics teaching and learning and ICT impact. So I was looking to explore what student-teacher believes about mathematics education and the use of ICT in mathematics education. The other aim was to explore the effect of using logo and mathematics education course in Kuwaiti mathematics student-teacher beliefs toward logo and mathematics education. To explore student-teacher beliefs, my aim was to develop a module and have a student-teacher experience the model and look at the effect of the model and their beliefs about using logo and mathematics education. Before starting, I will give a brief history about Kuwait education. We have two eras of education, which is one before the discovery of the oil and the other after the discovery of the oil. So before the discovery of the oil, during 1900, there were small Quranic classes at home, which is called al-katatib. During these classes, students being taught Quran, how to read the Quran and how to do small arithmetic calculation, which was informal. During 1900, first school al-Mubarakiyya was established as a school. It's still informal school, but the first school was established. During 1921, second school, Al-Ahmadiyya school, also was established. Both schools were for boys' school. During this school, students were taught still Islamic religion and they taught religion, they taught mathematics and history. In 1936, the Council of Education was established. The government realized that there should be a supervision about the implementation of education system. So the first council was established, and it wasn't a ministry, it was just a council, a few people whom they managed to supervise the implementation of education system in Kuwait. In 1938, first school for girls, which is Al-Wusta school, was established. As I said before, the two previous schools they were for boys, and they realized that girls also should study or should be educated. So there was Al-Wusta school. So that was the era before the discovery of the oil. After the discovery of the oil, in 1946, number of school was increased, which became more and more because of the need for the student to be taught in Kuwait. In 1956, formal education divided into 4 categories. Now, they were a school, but there were no division for the years of schooling. So in 1956, they start to divide the years of schooling. And it was 4 categories. The first one was kindergarten with duration of 2 years academic, starting from 4 to 6. The second was primary with a duration of 4 academic years, starting from 6 years old. And third, intermediate with duration of 4 academic years, starting 10 years old. And fourth was secondary with duration of 4 academic years, starting 14. Then, based on the duration here, it was the years of schooling was 4, which is 4 years for each primary, intermediate, and secondary. During 2006, because of the ministry aim to reform the education, they changed the duration from 4 to 5 and the school still became compulsory school with the age from 6 to 14. These are some of the facts also. Literacy rate in Kuwait is 83.5%. Free education through university for Kuwaitis. So in Kuwait, the education system is free for all Kuwaitis until the university. We have two universities in Kuwait, which belong to the government, and 7 private universities. Public Kuwait, we have the oldest university in Kuwait, which is University of Kuwait, which is established in 1966, and college of basic education, which is the college for preparing student teacher for teacher training programs. Kuwait Ministry of Education also oversees all the aspects of education and set educational goals and standards. So the Ministry of Education responsible about all the aspects of education in Kuwait.
Nabeel, I know the ministry is involved with the College of Basic Education.
Yeah.
Is it involved with the Kuwait University as well?
Yeah. So Kuwait Ministry of Education, they are responsible about all the types of education in Kuwait. Even the private universities, they are responsible about them. Educational statistic, number of institutions of Kuwait, which is schools in Kuwait, 68 schools, and total number of students in Kuwait, 305,080 students, which is boys and girls. And number of teachers in Kuwait is 35,624 teachers also, both genders. Information and communication technology in Kuwaiti school, which is ICT. The concern of the Ministry of Education realized that there should be a concern about using ICT for the students, so they start to implement. In 1986, they start to implement ICT education or ICT awareness in Kuwaiti school, which started in secondary schools. In 1994, a new project, which is Kuwaiti Intermediate School Information Technology Project, was initiated. The aim of this project was to implement ICT in intermediate school. 2004, ICT was implemented in primary school, so the ICT education was implemented in all in all stages in 2004. The aim of the objective was to teach ICT. So the aim was to teach student ICT, how to use Microsoft Word, how to use Excel, how to use logo. Using Microsoft Word or Excel just to have a student, since it's important for the daily life, and logo was incorporated also to enhance student logical thinking and problem solving. Still, these are the goals, and there are no objective for the ministry to incorporate ICT in any subjects or taught. So my concern was mathematics education in Kuwait. Still, mathematics education in Kuwait, Ministry of Education gave a high, they are looking for mathematics as an important subject to be taught, but still Kuwaiti student underachievement is not as what we are still Kuwaiti underachievement. Still the student teacher, they are not good in mathematics, or they are not good in mathematics. So these are the result of student underachievement according to the third international math and science study about student attainment in mathematics. Student teacher, they were at the end of the rank of that survey. In addition, during the International Mathematical Olympiad, the rank of this student was 86 over 90. So still, student performance in mathematics is not as expected. Reasons for Kuwaiti student underachievement. Kuwaiti students are still, there are different aspects which can be related to student underachievement. One of them is the method of teaching. Still, Kuwaiti student teacher being taught by rote learning and memorization. The other, this was also confirmed by the Ministry of Education, that the methods of teaching in Kuwait is one of the reasons for student underachievement. The other thing that is still in Kuwait, the use of ICT in teaching mathematics is not yet been implemented. So ICT not been used for teaching and learning mathematics in Kuwait schools. We can talk about the role of ICT, why we're thinking about ICT, or why I'm thinking about ICT, because as I said, ICT can provide a meaningful engagement. So using ICT, we can use ICT to provide the contacts where students can engage in a meaningful contacts to learn mathematics. On the other hand, ICT also can provide us a mind tools, which is computer-based software, which can be used to enhance student learning mathematics topics. One of the mind tools can be used, which is Logo. It's programming language as an ICT tools that can be used for student to learn mathematics, which is a tool that can serve to engage and enhance learners' mathematics thinking, which is my focus was to provide this tool as a tool to be used in Kuwaiti schools through by giving a module course about logo for student teachers and explore their beliefs. Beliefs. So if we want to implement an ICT, we should think about the way to implement ICT in schools. Using ICT, to use ICT, teachers should think that this is an active tool, and they should build a belief that this is a tool that can be used to enhance student learning. Therefore, the beliefs play a crucial role in teachers' classrooms, in informing teacher classroom. Therefore, I was concerning about the beliefs and how the use of logo will affect the student-teacher beliefs. Concerning beliefs, still there are so many terms being used like values, attitude, judgment, opinions, ideology, perception, conception, conceptual system, preconceptions, dispositions, implicit theories, personal theories, perspectives. These are the terms being used often during the education studies. However, for me to use beliefs in my study, I took in consideration the student teachers' conception and personal ideas about the use of ICT and the teaching and learning of mathematics. The role of beliefs. The role of beliefs in general can affect, as I said, the role of beliefs affect teachers' classroom. However, for mathematics teachers, the role of beliefs can affect the nature of mathematics, also the teaching of mathematics, learning of mathematics, the logo programming language, the use of logo programming language, and the use of ICT in general. So we can see beliefs toward nature of mathematics. There are different beliefs which is concerned the nature of mathematics. One of them is instrumentalist, which is a view mathematics as rules and procedures to be mastered, and the other view, which is a problem-solving view, which is a view of mathematics as a human creation. It's not about rule and procedure to be followed. It's about a discipline which can be created by human. Therefore, it's still teaching mathematics also related, since belief of mathematics can be related to teaching mathematics. To the teachers who believe that mathematics is instrumentalist, they still teach mathematics as a rule and fact to be delivered to students. Whereas teachers who hold the problem-solving view, they are looking at mathematics as a discipline, where or teaching mathematics as with the role of a facilitator, where the student who should discover and learn, which is also impacting the learning of mathematics. So these are the aspects that relate nature of mathematics with teaching and learning. Also the use of ICT or logo programming language as a tool of cognitive learning. Still, what the view of instrumentalist, they still not incorporate the use of ICT, whereas problem-solving view, they are incorporate using ICT. If it's the tool is available, of course, because we cannot use it unless it's available. So this is the role of the role of belief in teachers, classroom, and the use. Kuwaiti mathematics student-teacher beliefs is still in Kuwait. There haven't little been known about Kuwaiti teachers' beliefs in general, and in specific, student-teacher beliefs haven't been explored, and their beliefs about using logo or about mathematics education haven't been explored before. So it was my aim to explore student-teacher beliefs in these aspects. ICT and teacher training institutions. As I said before, we have University of Kuwait and we have College of Basic Education where they are for teacher training, and still in both institutions there were no study about teacher beliefs. So I believe that these institutions should take an active role in preparing future mathematics teacher to use a new to update method, which is technology tools, ICT in their future classrooms. So they should start preparing if we want to implement the use of ICT in Kuwaiti schools. The other thing, why we're saying this, because technology is essential in teaching and learning mathematics, and it's influenced the mathematics that is taught and enhances student learning. So we have a call for the use of ICT and the role of ICT in learning mathematics. The hypothesis statement. My hypothesis was it will be shown that mathematics student teacher in Kuwait changed their guiding education belief after using the logo programming language in method of teaching mathematics course. So it's my perception that they will change their beliefs after the use of the logo. The other thing that students will shift away from the traditional approach toward the use of logo in a constructivist approach context with far-reaching implications for student-teacher training course in mathematics. So this is the hypothesis I developed before conducting the study. The methodology I have used: qualitative methods and quantitative methods. Quantitative method, which is a pre-belief questionnaire and post-belief questionnaire. Qualitative was pre-semi-structure interview and post-semi-structure interview. And logo module course. So the logo module course, I can like the umbrella where the study or where the student will have the context to reflect in their beliefs during that course. And prior to the course, I gave a pre-belief questionnaire to explore their belief before the course, and also I conducted a semi-structure interview with the student to explore their beliefs before the logo module. And in the middle, I gave the logo module, and after that, I gave a post-belief questionnaire, the same questionnaire we are giving at the end of the module, and a semi-structure interview also was conducted with the student to explore their beliefs after the logo module. The logo module course. This is the logo module course, which is started with a welcoming meeting and administer of the pre-test belief questionnaire. It was one session, and on this 8 sessions, introduction to logo programming language, the aim was to put student teachers in a contact. The aim of the 8th session is to to have a student teacher familiarize with the use of the program itself. Some students, they didn't use the program, and to have them use the program, they should be familiarized with the program before using it. So they've been trained how to use the program. In addition, there were also in the second 8 session, there were logo-based activities, mathematic logo-based activities, where student teachers solve mathematics activities using the logo programming language. My aim was here also to put the student teacher in a context where they can see themselves as a student learning mathematics by using logo, and so they can see how students can learn mathematics. There were also 3 sessions where student teachers asked to prepare a lesson plan that incorporate the use of logo. This also was to have them or be familiarized with how to incorporate ICT, or how to incorporate using logo as a tool in their lesson plan to teach mathematics. There were also 3 sessions where student teachers practice, after they develop the lesson plan, they practice how to teach using the logo with the student, with their colleagues in the class as well. And at the end of the module, the post-test belief questionnaire was administered for student teachers, where they to find out the effect of the model on student-teacher belief. The focus of the data collection was, my aim was focused on finding the nature, student-teacher beliefs about the nature of mathematics, what they believe about the nature of mathematics, before and after, the learning of mathematics, how they perceive learning mathematics, teaching mathematics, logo programming language, what they think about logo programming language as a cognitive tool to be used in their future classroom, or for the teaching and learning mathematics. Information and communication technology in general, it's not only about logo, it's also about using ICT in general in their future classroom, and to explore also the effect of previous classroom experience in student-teacher beliefs. Research findings concerning the pre-test questionnaire and the post-test questionnaire. During the pre-test questionnaire, student teachers' beliefs wasn't decided. They are neither traditional nor constructivism view, so they are in between. Also, concerning using logo and ICT, still they are not decided whether they want to use ICT or they don't want to use ICT. They want to use logo, so they are not very sure about their views. However, during the post-test, after the module course, student teachers' beliefs were shifted from traditional to constructive view about the teaching and learning of mathematics. as well as for the use of logo and use of ICT. So there was a shift in their beliefs. These are the statistical presentation, which is show each aspects in the questionnaire and the pre and post result, and the mean, which is showing the difference between the pre and post concerning each aspect. For example, for the nature of mathematics, there are constructivist view and traditional view, and the pre and post questionnaire, the mean was calculated, and we can see the difference of the mean and the significance difference, which is showing that there was a changes in student-teacher beliefs. The interview findings also show us the changes in student-teacher beliefs. These are some of the findings, which is showing that what the teacher thought before the module and what the teacher thought about after the module. So one of the student teacher, which is conceived learning mathematics concept, would be learned in lecture sitting. In the post interview, you can see the change that she said about the use of lecture and exploration to learn mathematics, and use of logo will make students explore and be creative, which is, we can see that they are using new terminologies also, like explore and creativity, which is there said best to be in lecture sitting. Concerning the use of logo, since a student teacher, they haven't been experienced using logo in their classroom during study years. They weren't able to express their opinions about logo. So most of all of the students during the pre-interview, they stated that they weren't able to express since they didn't use it in mathematics classroom. So, however, this is one of the students, and this is the after the using of logo as a tool. She said that as a tool, it's like its logo will make it easy for me when teaching, and for students who are learning. It will take it easy for students to learn geometry and angles, since they will learn by inductive reasoning. Still, we can see that they are using also a new word for expressing their beliefs, which is haven't been said before. Concerning the use of ICT in general, still the student teacher also expressed their views about using ICT, and it shows here that there is also a different view about the use of ICT, which is why they want to use it. For example, it's useful using deliver concept and make student think, help teacher and deliver the concept for student, and they retain the concept because experiment themselves. So still here we are having also experiment themselves and deliver. So this was also one of the beliefs that been expressed by student teachers, which is having been she didn't say anything in the pre-interview. In general, there were the impact of the logo module was showing in the study that the student beliefs have been shifted, and they are more their belief became more toward nature of mathematics and the nature of mathematics and teaching and learning and the use of ICT and logo, which is the aim of the study was to have an impact in student-teacher beliefs, which will help them to incorporate the use of ICT and logo in their future classroom. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.